Welcome back to the Local Vibe. The Triad is becoming a great place for startups, and one local entrepreneur is using that to his advantage to expand even beyond the Triad. I'd like to welcome David Kazicki joining us live now. He's the CEO and co-founder of Beam Dynamics, which is based right here in Winston-Salem. David, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, Audrey. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here and chat with you.
Oh, you're welcome. Me too. So, in your experience, let's start with what do you believe that makes the Triad in Winston-Salem such an ideal place for startups?
Yeah, so I think over the last couple of years, in particular with COVID, that moving towards, starting companies in smaller towns and smaller environments is actually becoming very, very popular. So I actually came from Atlanta and started our business in Atlanta. And my wife and I were actually looking to move to a smaller city. And we really wanted an environment where we could actually become a part of the community and a place that really supported us as entrepreneurs. And I think the Triad is growing with a lot of great resources. And so we instantly saw that Winston-Salem would be a great place for us to start our business. We've seen that there's been a growth in startup incubator systems like Winston Starts, which we're a part of, where we have great mentorship and support to help us kind of grow our business from the idea stages to fundraising and hopefully to an exit someday. There's been great grants and awards that we've been able to win and be a part of. So NC Idea is a great organization across the state that awards startup grants for very early stage. So we just had an idea, we won a small grant that allowed me to go full time and feel comfortable. And then finally, larger grants and awards. And then the capital to be able to raise money here. It's very hard for young startups to raise money. And that's why a lot of them go towards bigger cities. But we've seen new resources like the recently created Whisper Fund here in Winston-Salem, which provides that startup capital, as well as First Launch Capital out of Greensboro. So it's just been great to see that the mentorship, the capital, and the community and involvement from other companies in the region can help us be successful.
And speaking of your success, let's hear about your company, Beam. Tell me why you created it. Why does it exist?
Yeah, so I actually used to work for one of the largest manufacturers in the film and broadcast industry. I would visit, 200 to 300 different film and broadcast studios every year. Been to WXII several times, as well as other ones all across the country. And I continue to see the engineers on set struggle with the same problem almost everywhere I went. And that's that on set, if you were to turn the cameras around you, you'd see thousands of different pieces of equipment. There's hundreds of manufacturers, and engineers on staff are required to keep all that equipment in perfect working condition. They have to manage the updates, the security patches, the firmware. And if you're down for just a second on set, if our video cuts out, that's really costly for these productions, particularly large productions like Netflix or feature films, where they're spending $1 million a day shooting content. So if they're down for an hour, it's about $50,000 per hour. So ultimately what our solution does is we allow these engineers to manage all the updates and information across all of that equipment, all those vendors in one simple user interface. And we're really the first solution of our kind to enter this industry.
Fantastic, David. And what do you see as far as the future goes, not only for Beam, but as well as other startups that are in the Triad?
Yeah, so Beam is certainly starting within the film and broadcast industry. Our goal is to continue growing into other industry verticals. We'll be presenting at the industry's largest show at the end of April, where we actually won an award for being an emerging technology that's set to change the industry within the next 2 to 3 years. We truly believe we are going to be that change. We're going to change the way that people own and manage technical infrastructure across a lot of different environments. But from startups into Triad, I think we've seen more and more startups come into the Triad through different grants and through funding mechanisms and organizations like Winston Starts. This year alone, I've probably seen 7 or 8 new startups who are in Winston Starts now. So behind me, coming in every day, interacting. We have companies getting into programs like Techstars, which is a really competitive incubator program. And so it's great to have these environments where we can come and kind of, rub knuckles with each other and continue to chat about our challenges and issues and things that we need help with. I mean, I just got off the line with someone else in the Triad that's probably 2 or 3 years advanced from their startup where I is, but they had the same problems when they started. And so it's great to be able to rely and lean on those people. to kind of ask them, hey, when you had this challenge, how did you solve it? And that's kind of the knowledge that needs to be pushed back. And we're starting to see that in the Triad, that we have those successful companies, and now they're able to mentor and help companies at my stage with our next step. And then now I'm able to help companies that are a little earlier than us to get to our stage.
Absolutely. It's all about support. David, thank you for your insight, and congrats on all of your success on Beam. Thank you for joining us. And folks at home, you can learn more about Beam Dynamics. Just visit the website on your screen, beamdynamics.io.